This is the new motherfucking intro. Cause someone don't want their voice on the show. So now we have a new motherfucking intro. So sit back and enjoy the fucking show.
Welcome to Decoding 40.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the intro, so now you know that this is your favorite podcast, Decoding 40. This is your boy, L.O. a.k.a. I Drink Like I Wanna.
What's up? It's your boy Vin in the building. Hope everybody's cool out there. Peace.
This is Alaric.
All right.
Everybody's so professional and chill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
you know, we're not even halfway through this
I'm
fucking
not-
bottle, bro. You gotta give us a chance here.
Yeah, you gotta wait
give it
just
up like
before
that.
we get
I
unprofessional.
just jump in. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know I'm not too cool like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're in the right
All right.
podcast then.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Like, don't let this move take
Y'all
you.
some cool and mess up in here.
All right, so today we are joined by amazing brother that I am happy to know personally.
Appreciate that.
I'm going to give his government name if that's okay. Randall Parker, my brother, if he don't get no darker. Born in the BX, raised in South Jamaica, Queens.
Yes.
A basketball and baseball phenom who took his talents to A. Philip Randolph in Harlem. He was one of the top 60 point guards in the country.
At one time.
At one time. Whatever. Respect due. Respect due.
Long time ago.
We definitely
It's still
got
in the
some
books.
clue bombs on that. So he's definitely part of the HBCU family, graduate of Morgan State with a poli-sci major. I'm a poli-sci major as well, so respect to that. He went ahead and did also the accounting minor.
Yeah, I had a minor in accounting.
This guy.
I want to watch the money.
Yes, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Party promoter of concerts, events,
Yeah.
with likes of people you might have heard of, Jay-Z, Fabulous, Diddy, or Love, if whatever name he's going by right now,
Yeah.
J-Lo and DJ Clue. Speaking of DJ Clue, he is also part of the Triangle Offense, which is an online sports series, and partnered with Clue on the Clue Laces, which I have happily bought a couple of pairs of, and I enjoy
Appreciate
these
that.
laces.
I got them on right now.
Yes, you do, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
And just in terms of just internet exposure, Bag Fuel, which Heineken is here also on the side.
Shout out to my man Heineken. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here.
No
That's
doubt.
straight up all 100% facts.
Then we appreciate this brother even more. You can catch him on Free Game, and also the internet hottest sensation, My Expert Opinion, with Matt Hoffa
And Heineken.
and Heineken, no doubt.
Yeah.
And he's
Mr.
also
Mac. I got to shout out Mr. Mac and Sean Bigger and Space Ghost because they all make the show. You know what I'm
absolutely. And shout out to Mechanism Mondays
saying?
with our guy Mech, and a fashion mogul.
Working towards.
No.
Working
We don't try.
towards-
We do.
We're working towards.
We do.
Working towards.
There is no
you know what I'm
try,
saying?
there is
working
do.
Towards, working towards.
And this man is definitely doing out in these streets. So it's my pleasure to introduce to some and warm up to others. E.S.O.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate
To the show.
Welcome
This
to
is
the
where
show,
the
man.
applause
Appreciate being
is.
here, man.
Yeah.
This is where the applause is inserted.
Yeah.
So it's all good. I know how it goes. Just you know what I'm saying.
Right, the show
That's
is
why I said-
heavily edited.
Yeah,
So
I just jump on there regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing else.
right. Like we don't edit what you say, but we edit in like applause and
Do
shit like that.
whatever you have to
A little
do.
sound.
No, yeah, I say that because I don't want people to feel like, oh, they're gonna switch my words up and shit when I say that.
Listen, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'm weird like that. I don't even care. I don't care what people try to do, how they try to make me seem to be. I am one of the few people who I really, really honestly don't care. If something comes out People talk about me when I'm doing my workout or whatever. Some people applaud me. Some people like, oh, you look crazy. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's all said and done, when I'm done doing my process, you're going to see my body tight and I'm going to be right. And then you're going to understand, oh, that was just the beginning.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Time will tell.
So, I mean, let's just get into it. One of the topics that we want to discuss is the Rolling Stone 200
ridiculous
hip hop albums
ridiculous
of all time.
Like, you're the only place I'm going to talk about this because the fact that people are even talking about. Did y'all see the people who voted?
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, son.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. When you got a top 5 list and nothing Dr. Dre or nothing is up there,
right.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, The Chronic is number 40.
Bro, and they got Snoop up there like 55 or something like that, right? Like, it's ridiculousness. They got no disrespect. Outkast, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not supposed to be over the Chronic or Doggy Style.
I think they would agree with that, though.
Come on.
I think if they were on that list, I think it would be okay. If like Love Below or Aquemini was on that list, nobody would really beef.
But they chose
They'd be like, all right,
Stankonia.
that's somebody's
they put
opinion.
Stankonia.
Because look at who's doing the voting.
Exactly.
That's what I went back and I listened to Stankonia just to see, like, did I
you miss
forget something?
Yeah.
Right? There was a couple of things I forgot. I forgot, Fresh and Clean was on there.
So Fresh and So Clean.
But I went through the rest of the album and I was like, this is not it. This was not it. That was probably one of their weakest
that we
albums.
was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh, all right, they didn't have they run.
Right.
They did their thing. I'm not mad, but
They picked that list out of a fucking hat.
I don't. To be honest,
They picked that shit out of a hat. That shit didn't make
that
no
would be
sense.
giving them credit.
If they
I'll
picked
be
that
honest,
hat.
That they
picked
had
out
the
the hat,
process?
Like, yeah, they be like, oh, well, we just picked out that. No, they actually sat down.
They should have said, they should have started the conversation
Nah.
with, we picked these 200 out of a hat.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, they sat
Because-
down and talked about this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it all real with you because I am not a content consumer. Heineken is the content consumer. I'm not. I just go do the content. I don't really care what everybody's doing. When I saw that Dr. Dre nor Snoop Dogg
Right.
was in that top 5,
Right.
I didn't even care about the rest of the list.
Exactly.
The rest of the list, see, with me, I'm a preventer. I'm not a fixer, right? So when I start seeing things is wrong, I just turn myself right off and I move on.
Right.
1 through 5, y'all dead. Why am I caring about the other 195 records that these people are picking? Because we clearly can see they don't know what they're talking about.
No.
When we talked about this on the show, we only focused on the top 20 because it was all wrong. Like, okay, you had the right artist, but the wrong album.
Right.
Like, it said to me clearly that these people were either completely outside of hip hop culture or they were late to it. Like, they don't really understand how Illmatic shift the culture. They don't really understand that.
There was no Dr. Dre, no Snoop Dogg, and no Nas on the top 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Once, like for me, what I've learned is this, right? Whether they're right or wrong, when we talk about it, and I'm not stopping nobody from talking about it, right or wrong, when they talk about it, we give them light, negative or positive.
But here's the thing. At first, I thought that way. But now I think we need to put what we think out.
We need to disregard them.
No, we need to shit on it because otherwise it becomes the record.
Nah, it doesn't. I'm telling you because
if we don't say anything, 20 years from now, somebody's going to look at that Rolling Stones.
People are going to rewrite it anyway.
Well, that's true.
One thing. All right. They're going to rewrite it.
They're going to try, right.
All right. And secondly, they're the ones that they're catering to. Guy, they're not talking to us. This is
right,
Rolling
but we
Stone.
can't allow them to take our culture like that.
When you start to this is my theory. When you start to digest it and talk about it, you're validating their thoughts. I'm not thinking about. This is what I said. Once I saw 1 through 5, we didn't even talk about this shit on our show. Never. Fuck am I talking about these doodoo heads for? These doodoo heads clearly don't know nothing.
These are the clips that need to play on social media to make it clear that this shit is not acceptable.
Okay, we can call them doodoo heads, but I'm not even like thinking of caring. Like, they need to hear me say, I don't care about these people ratings who didn't live the life, who don't know what we're talking about, who don't speak the language.
Right.
That means you cannot pick a top 200 hip-hop album. And then with real hip-hop people, I listen to drill. I'm not on some boom bap one time whatever.
Right.
I like a lot of different things. Lil Wayne, for me, is lit. Lil Wayne is in my top 5. Eminem is not. People look at me when I'm crazy for that. It's not because Eminem is white. I like Eminem. For me, Wayne is it. He's number 5.
Let's take a beat right there, because normally I don't like to ask people about their top 5 because it's so random. But who are your top 5 since you mentioned
Biggie,
it?
Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Nothing to say for me.
So you're okay with Rolling Stone putting Ready to Die as the #1 album of hip-hop?
Ready to Die, they didn't choose Ready to Die. Didn't they choose the second album? Or they chose Ready to Die?
No, Ready to Die.
I like Ready to Die.
It's the #1 hip-hop album of all time?
It's hard for me. For me, the #1 hip-hop album of all time, Snoop Dogg's album.
Doggy Style.
What's my name? Doggy Style.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because he had 17 tracks. He hit all types of #1s. He was a trendsetter, and you could put that record on and bump that thing right now, even down to pump, 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 pump. And that's number 17.
Yeah.
That's one of the hottest tracks on the album, though.
I actually see the argument for that. For me, it's Midnight Marauders. Because
Is your #1 album over the Chronic?
No. Over Doggy Style.
Oh, you like Midnight Marauders over Doggy Style?
Because both of those albums came out about the same time. And
Snoop talked the world, though.
But yo, you could not walk down any hallway in a college without hearing Midnight Marauders.
On the East Coast?
No, I was in the South. I was in Tennessee.
Okay, you wasn't on the West, and Snoop Dogg was playing everywhere. Snoop Dogg was everywhere. What are we talking about? He had East Coast. Snoop Dogg was people forget Snoop Dogg was a phenomenon.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a phenomenon.
Still is.
But I'm just saying, but because he's transcended so long, people forget how much of a phenomenon Snoop Dogg was. Snoop Dogg was a phenomenon. And then, see, the mixture of Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre is what makes it crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When you're listening to his album, you're watching a movie in your mind.
Yeah.
Which is why the Chronic. Go ahead.
But I'm saying Snoop and Dre are like Guru and Premier. They just have a certain chemistry together that even when Snoop did his own thing and went with Master P and all these other albums, anytime he did something with Dre, I think it's that certain producers bring certain stuff out of artists, and those two together make phenomenal music.
Special.
You know what I mean? They make phenomenal music. That's why, Doggy Style was a dope-ass album. But there was so much more hip-hop out at that time.
Wu-Tang,
Tribe, Biggie, Nas. It was
Method
so
Man was
much.
solo.
It was so Cuban Links. It was so much hip-hop at that time.
Redman.
Quality shit. Redman.
People forget about Reggie.
What? The album?
Yes.
Now, that was a dope hip-hop record, too, but I wouldn't if somebody said to me, oh, The Chronic is better than Snoop Dogg, I would say, yo, you got a great, The Chronic was dope. I get it. It ushered in a whole lot of things. Snoop was involved in that, too.
For sure.
I just look at works of art very differently. Illmatic is definitely in my top 5. For me.
Yeah, of course.
Albums, Illmatic is like, what are we talking about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you remember when Illmatic came out, how...
I was in Queens. I'm from South Jamaica.
Okay, so...
We grew up in Cambria Heights.
We probably know some of the same... We know some of the same people because you fuck with Clue, so you know...
I know.
You know the Tornado gang? You know DJ Cassius Clay?
Of course. I just was with Clay.
We went to school together. Went to high school together.
I was just with Clay, Don DeMarco, 3 Stacks. That's my people. T Dizzle.
Yeah.
My peoples.
Tell Clay Vinny said what's up. He knew Brian.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, man,
I'm a Queens boy, man.
When that shit came out, it was the source said it. It was the second coming because you had Rakim, who
I was about to say Rakim.
Rakim changed the entire
landscape of rap.
You know what I mean? Rakim, KRS, and those guys.
And you gotta throw my man in there from a Corona, Cool G Rap.
Yes.
People forget about G Rap.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Because he wasn't
hold
commercial.
up.
He was so street, but people forget
Right.
G Rap.
Who do you think invented gangster rap?
Oh,
Do you
I
give
got
it to
the answer for that.
NWA all the way, or because you got because I'm listening to Cool G Rap back in the day. Cool G Rap was talking some shit.
He was talking that drug. He was more drug,
Yeah.
but they didn't market him that way.
Yeah.
See, marketing is a big deal. See, he didn't come out with the black on black with the black shades and the black Raiders hat and all that. Looking like gangster rap. He looks like a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Talking gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they didn't market him that way. You know what I mean? So I always say this with music. Marketing is a big deal that people don't even think about because it's embedded in your brain. You miss it. It's a part of everything that they're doing. They're marketing. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
So if they marketed him as a gangster, like how they did Boss, remember the rap chick Boss a whole long time ago?
Yeah.
She was a gangster female, right? When you had Lady of Rage, Rage was a gangster female. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they marketed them as such. And that's all it was. So it's people want to, we just had a talk about who started drug rap. You know what I'm saying? And they had all these different people. I said Jay-Z. And people was like, no, it's other people. I'm like, if Hove is not the poster child of drug rap,
right?
What is? Who is?
Well, because Biggie didn't live.
Biggie was fly. Biggie
but on
was
his first album, he talked a little, not as much as Jay. But
Biggie was a street. Biggie was a dirty. Biggie was a dirty. Biggie was a. But see, I'm gonna be honest. 10 Crack Commandments. Pardon my French, y'all. That's dirty street nigga level drug dealing.
There's no French here. Just
you know what I'm saying? It's dirty nigga street level drug dealing.
Yeah.
So we're not looking at him as drug dealer rap. When Jay-Z's talking about, he's talking about platinum jewelry, bricks, state to state, fly,
Uptown with Poppy, all that.
Not dirty nigga. I got some cracks on the corner because I'm working for my man and I'm going to put the work out. No, Hov was talking drug dealer rap.
He's a kingpin drug dealer.
Yeah, when Biggie came, his second record, when he got Fly,
right?
Then I could see him talking some drug dealer rap. Yeah. But then you can't even say it because when Biggie was alive, he said, if you want that drug dealer shit, you talk to Hov.
Right.
So what are we talking about? So Biggie's out the equation.
Speaking of which, Reasonable Doubt is not on the top 20 of that fucking list.
Blasphemous.
I wouldn't put it didn't sell. See, it's other things to me.
But
see, you're thinking creative.
Exactly.
Nah, that's not
Wait. But I'm using their own metric. They're saying that albums that shifted the culture.
You think Reasonable Doubt shifted the culture more than Hard Knock Life did?
Yeah.
More than Hard
hell
Knock.
yeah.
They got the wrong album on there. Reasonable Doubt couldn't have shifted the culture. Nobody understood it. How can something shift the culture if you didn't even sell 1 million records? I bought it. I went to Best Buy.
How many times did you llisten to it?
I went to Best Buy.
Did you not listen to it every day?
I booked Jay-Z and spent my hard-earned college selling weed and refund money.
Did you not listen to it every day?
So me,
got that FAFSA check.
But everybody wasn't listening to it. Niggas wasn't into it. You can't, how you gonna say something shift culture if 595,000 people bought it? How the hell you gonna say, wasn't no world tour? When we talking about Snoop Dogg shifted culture. You know why he sold 10 million records worldwide? 5 million US, and he was touring, and motherfuckers was wearing braids. Nobody was dressing like Jay-Z.
All of those artists that you mentioned before,
right?
Cool G Rap,
exactly. That you
Tribe Called Quest. They weren't platinum artists,
right?
But they shift.
They go platinum.
They did eventually.
Okay.
But they shifted culture because while we didn't all have the disposable income to buy albums, we shared it. Mm-hmm. We listened to it on the radio. We taped it off the radio. We made our own mixtapes. They were in the culture. They were dictating what was happening.
Okay.
But they didn't sell a lot of albums because we didn't have the money. It wasn't until white folks started really spending all this money on record sales.
Tribe shifted the culture. Now it wasn't with El Segundo. They wasn't shifting culture. They wasn't okay. That's their second album, right?
That was the beginning.
That was their second album, but all of
that
these
was the pin drop.
And then wait a
That
minute.
was they say.
You got
Low End Theory was platinum.
Okay, and
Low End Theory went crazy with the sales.
Low End Theory, but then think about
World Tour.
Think about you have Tribe, De La, all of that Native Tongue,
right.
an extension Busta, an extension Elitist New School. So they had a movement.
And but that's I was
Look,
gonna say that.
They had me wearing wide pants
I wanted to let him finish, right?
And thick shoes.
He's talking about a band and a group that was a part of the Native Tongues, a whole nother group.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that with Jay-Z. When you're combining groups, now you're combining cells to try to shift culture. You're part of a movement. But these people that we're talking about are so Nas is by himself. Okay? Jay-Z is up there by himself. But so was Biggie. But so was all of these people that we're talking about that I'm saying shift the culture. Tupac was by himself.
When I'm talking about shifting culture, though, I'm not just talking about sales. I'm talking about where the content changes the way that the rap is delivered, the beats that are delivered. It's not always going to translate into sales. But people are going to tune into it in a different way than they did previous either albums or tours or just the way that it's delivered creatively. And that's what
comes after them.
Right, exactly. Is probably going to benefit from that.
Now, you're talking from a point when I start shutting off is when people start saying, "Oh, away from sales." No, it's everything is combined.
Everything is based on sales.
When you have a singer, this is what Corey Rooney told me. This is a perfect analogy. He says, "Randy, do you know what makes a star? Do you know why Beyonce is a star?" I said, "Yeah, because she looked good. She sang." No. She's not the best looking girl, but she looks good. She's not the best dancer.
No.
She dances good enough. She's not the best singer, but she sings well enough.
Right.
And she has star power, and now she has fashion.
Yeah.
All those things mean something. Now, when Beyonce goes out there, you know why she's Beyonce? Because she's shifting culture and she's selling records.
So for you, selling records is the major.
No, it's part of it. See,
hit me with a percentage. Hit me with a percentage.
No.
Don't walk away from this. Hit me with a percentage.
I will hit you with a percentage, but let me tell you what bothers me about people who shy away from record sales.
I'm not shying away. I know it's important, but
you are shying away.
I'm not shying away from it
because you're going straight to the creative.
So based on your philosophy,
you want to let him get away from that. I want a percentage.
Based upon what? I'm going to say everything.
What I'm going to say is based on that philosophy. Then, Vanilla Ice would be the man, right? Because didn't he sell millions of records?
He doesn't have
Young MC. That puts Young MC in the conversation. That put MC Hammer in the conversation.
No.
Oh, it does.
Y'all are misinterpreting.
Once you start,
see, this is the part where I understand. See, I know how y'all think because y'all stuck with record sales. That's all y'all think about. Well, everybody got record. No,
we're not stuck with record sales.
What I said was you have all of these things and it goes into a melting pot. So when you're talking about somebody, you can't disregard record sales.
I'm not disregarding it.
That's what you're doing.
That's why I want to ask you what. How much do you put on record sales?
I deal with Mind State, right? And if we're gonna answer, you're denying that you don't deal with records, and you do because when you mention Reasonable Doubt, the number one thing I said it didn't sell. But with so and so and so and so and so, no, sales have to be in the pot.
Yeah, but that's not the number one.
What's the weight you put on
it's
sales?
In the mixture.
That can't be the number one metric.
25% is record sales.
Okay,
definitely.
Okay. That's reasonable.
All right then. So when we're talking about a gold record, when we're talking about a gold record and 25% of the pot is record sales and moving culture, what are we talking about? When Jay-Z was out, niggas wasn't trying to be Jay-Z. Niggas it was not in people's language. When Reasonable Doubt, you trying to say when Reasonable Doubt came out, niggas were trying to be Jay-Z? Is that what you trying to say?
I'm going to say I know one person in Brooklyn literally trying to
Thank you. It wasn't till Volume 2 that people wanted to be Jay-Z. So now when people...
Volume 2 had Hard Knock Life
on it.
All right.
World Tour.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't Volume 1 with Sunshine and Foxy.
The Annie sample is what turned Jay-Z
into something else.
Turned him international. That
And-
Hard Knock Life shit did turn him international.
And he has an album that should have been top 5. That's his biggest and best work of art. That put him on the map. That did the world tour that set everything off. So when I'm looking at these charts, that's why I get back to it and I say, where the hell is Hard Knock Life? Y'all put Blueprint over Hard Knock Life. You know why y'all did that? Because Blueprint is a mirror of what? Reasonable Doubt. So now we have a Reasonable Doubt that sold records. That's why we're going to put that there. That's trash. That's trash. That's why you have to have people who understand and appreciate the business side of it, the marketing side of
That's
it,
true.
the actual creative rap side of it, and what everybody forgets, the producers that come and bring these records. These producers freaking matter. And people are forgetting about that they are a part of this work of art. So when I look at the record and say, who produced that? Is that legendary niggas? Let me hear them beats. Is those beats transcending? Let me hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? And when people don't even think about that, when they say, yo, yo, the rap, the this, the that. No, nigga. No, nigga. Everything is a part of this shit. Every little piece of that puzzle matters when you're picking and you're deciding. I know what I like. If it's about what I personally like,
But you
I don't think it's gonna
don't
be your
love
top
what you
5.
love because it sold a lot of records. The culture doesn't love what it loves because it sold a lot of records.
I appreciate what it has brought to the culture.
That's what
right?
that's my biggest metric.
That's where I look at it. And when I look at Jay-Z, niggas wanted to be Jay-Z after Hard Knock Life. They wanted to be Jay-Z. Jay-Z was a mover and a shaker. There are people out here. Mary J. Blige is dope. Nobody wanted to be Mary. They love Mary, worship her. They don't want to be Mary J. Blige. They don't want to be the sad girl doing all this shit. They don't want to be her. Nobody's like, yo, I want to be Mary J. Blige. No. They want to be Beyonce. They want to be Rihanna.
Right.
They even shy girls want to be Summer Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people that people want to be that they freaking follow. Those people have the it factor. The it factor matters in an album for me too. Are you that guy?
That's an amazing point. What makes the it factor?
It's a feeling.
Yeah.
You can't put your finger on the it factor when they walk in the door, you know. There's certain niggas, my motto is, some niggas just got it. And that's just what it is. You know who those niggas are. Even if you're a nigga, when they tell me I got it and I feel it, yeah, I fucking know I got it. Do I see other niggas that got it? You damn right. I'll be like, some nigga, I say and my terminology is, he's that guy. Some nigga, Steph Curry, he's that guy. What are we talking about? LeBron James? He's that guy. You know what I'm saying? Certain niggas, he's not that guy because he plays ball and he's graceful. He's that guy because of all the other shit. Do people want to be LeBron James? You're damn right they want to be him. He's that guy. You know what I'm saying? And you know it. It's the same women. When women walk inside, like, I've never been starstruck by any woman, but when Gwen Stefani walked in the room, I was like, God damn, this bitch look like Marilyn Monroe. This bitch is a star. I thought Gwen Stefani was trashy.
Yeah.
She walked in that shit in California. I said, this bitch is a whole star with the blonde hair. I said, I get it now.
It's a glow, and it comes from inside. I was on a shoot once, and do you know Padma Lakshmi?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, you
Master
do. From
Chef.
Master Chef.
She's a co-host of Master Chef.
Heineken is the content
Always go-
consumer.
I
After
just
we
make
leave
shit.
here, when we leave here, Heineken will be like, yo, bro, you don't know who so-and-so is? I'ma DM you. So you can be on point next time. You see, he said he know him, right?
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's a woman. It's a woman.
He know her.
Yeah.
Oh, you
know what I'm
absolutely have no idea who she is. Okay,
No, I
good.
don't. But I'm going to be honest, that Padma name, I heard that before.
Yeah.
I just didn't know
I'm
who it
sure
was.
if you saw a picture, you would know who she is. She just on television, she's a beautiful woman. I was working on a shoot once,
She gotta
and
be with
she
a name
walks
like
in the
Padma.
room, and everything got darker. She was just this light, and I know what you're talking about when you're talking about just that.
You saw a
it.
star when she walked in that motherfucker, right?
She was glowing.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, and you know she's it.
Yeah.
And then you understand whatever thought you had about that person of why this and why that, as soon as they walk in, don't worry about the time. But as soon as they walk in and do that, you know that they're it. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing like, I enjoy it. Like my man Rico, right? When I met him, I'm like, yo, this nigga, he's it. He got it. But the funny thing about him with me is he loves being around me because he's like, yo, I'm around another nigga that got it too. This is great.
I would love to talk to him, by the way, because he has some very...
He would love to talk to y'all too.
He has some very interesting opinions that I would love to challenge.
Yeah, you got, but the funny part about it, like I always tell people, is that me and him talk about a lot of stuff and we have a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
But Heineken is normally the person that is on top of everything and knows the shit. Like even before I got on the other show, he was on the show. He was on the show before me. He's the reason I got on the other show. My expert opinion. He was on the shit before me. I was sitting on the side.
I'll say this publicly. I appreciate Heineken's opinions. I don't agree with them all. But I like the foundation and the basis that he tries to approach certain topics.
He wild with it. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it really real with you just because this my man. He used to say some shit to me and I'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, God? Yo, and then the shit would happen. And he'd be like, didn't I tell you? Right? And it happens on the show. So I stopped opposing him. I just be like, yo, this nigga be thinking crazy, but I'm gonna listen to what he gotta say. Because this shit be coming true. Yo, he be predicting while he be like, he'll say, I'ma manifest this shit for you. I've never had nobody say that. I'ma manifest this shit for you. That's a different style. You already know.
Absolutely.
He think differently.
That's
You know
somebody
what I'm
that you
saying?
need in your corner.
Exactly. So when he started predicting all of this wild shit, this shit started coming true. I'm like, yo, where are you getting this shit from? I don't understand. And then transcended to the YouTube TV. People started questioning him. He said something about there's a gourmet McDonald's in Orlando, and I went and ate there, and they served steak and all type of shit. People was like, oh, he's lying. When they researched it, it's a gourmet McDonald's in Orlando on the block he said it was on.
Wow.
Right there. He says stuff to dudes on camera, says, why y'all think that? He said, I know women like other dicks in their life. And everybody's like, oh my God, because every man wants to think that the woman is the greatest and most precious thing in the world, right?
Right.
And then Remy comes on TV and says, yo, no woman wants to fuck the same dick for 29 years. You think us women don't look at other men and want to sit on a dick or whatever? And then let me just say this, and the math says, no. Because y'all think with y'all heart.
Oh.
And I said, how can you say what a woman's thinking when these two women are telling you?
Right.
And this is what this man been trying to tell y'all. And he said it so much that they bleep him out.
Wow.
So people don't even know what he's saying sometimes because they be like, yo, bleep him out. He's the king of the bleep. yo, I don't get bleeped. Heineken is the king of the bleep. That's his name, King Bleep. You know what I'm saying? But the stuff that they bleeped out, now he pissed. He be like, y'all bleep my shit out and look, because he would have looked like a prophet.
Right.
He would have looked like a prophet. Meg the Stallion. We call Meg the Stallion. We call Meg the Stallion. Now he called it out. He was like, Meg the Stallion, if this isn't true and this blase, blah. He said, then what you think gonna go down with her? I said she could possibly be the next Tekashi 6ix9ine. And that's what's going on. And
wait, you thought she was lying?
Yeah, the whole time. And they bleeped him out, the whole time.
I'm still confused about this whole situation. This shit, none of it
are there
makes
pictures
fucking
of the
sense.
bullet wounds?
A doctor said she had glass in her foot. So you can't get a bullet. Maybe,
I mean, if he pulled,
maybe they shot at the ground and the glass.
If he shot through the glass, it's possible that.
But
the glass,
he has no.
But if there's no bullet wound in her foot, like.
All right, can I just drop a bomb because y'all don't know about this? I already can tell. Wait, I'm talking.
Yo,
right?
when you talk about content, pop culture, I have no fucking clue.
You.
All right, so what happened?
Tory Lanez has no gun residue on his hands,
Okay.
but her best friend do.
So why is she not like
Hey, Let's say this again.
But didn't her best friend come out and say that she didn't get shot or some shit like that? Like, was she
the same best friend, right?
So why does she got
the best friend who said Megan didn't get shot is the same person, is the only person who has gun residue on their hands. They tested Tory Lane. Tory Lane had no gun residue. So who we covering up for? What are we talking about here? Like, it doesn't
Who shot who?
It doesn't
Who
take,
shot JR?
There you go. It doesn't take a rocket scientist.
I am confused.
There you go.
Wow.
If he don't got no gun residue, if they say I shot, pardon me, him,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you have the gun residue and I don't, what are we talking about?
So what is Gail out here doing?
You know Gail and Oprah hate men. Black men specifically. Come on, everybody's scared to talk about Gail and Oprah. Like, y'all
I'm
know,
not afraid to talk about it.
Y'all know Gail and Oprah do not like black men. Stop it. Now,
I know.
Come on, man.
know.
Y'all know
Gail
what they
does not
doing.
miss
You
an
don't know
opportunity.
this, but this show is clearly documented that Oprah's breasts are easily appreciated on the show.
Her breasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He
titty fan.
like Oprah titties.
So
Don't ask any questions.
Oprah
after
got
that.
good titties?
Apparently.
He likes Oprah.
they're wide, they're big, they hang to the side, and
You like Oprah titties?
the nipples touch the mattress. The whole
a
thing.
freak. This nigga is a different style of freak over here. This
Give me
nigga,
Oprah's
I've
titties.
never seen a man that even thought Oprah was attractive to even see her titties. Like, I never even seen her body. She's been
You
fat,
don't
she's been
want
skinny,
to
she's been fat, she's
see
been skinny.
my.
You don't see his search history.
You don't
She
wanna
got
see
the
my search
surgery
history.
done on her titties?
No, you don't want to see my search history is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is
I don't. I'm
Oprah's
scared.
titties. Oprah's ass.
Yeah.
He likes Oprah's ass.
Oprah's
too?
ass. ain't titties. No, man.
no, not the ass.
I'm talking
But-
shit.
This nigga like Oprah
I am a
titties.
little bit like taken back by this though.
But what?
By the Meg the Stallion thing?
Yeah, but it makes a stallion thing.
This old man. See, y'all showing
See,
y'all
I-
decoding 40.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
This is how we
I
decode
didn't
40.
see. I didn't hear anything about the gun residue because
It's
that
out
makes
there.
sense.
Really?
That makes sense.
It's out there. That's why everything is so confusing. Like,
So,
I try to stay
so
away
she's gonna
from-
die on a cross. Is that what you're saying? She's dying on a cross.
I don't know what she's doing, but now
Because
she's out.
She's doubled down. I saw an article the other day where she doubled
That she-
down.
that she
and
said,
she's
"I
like,
want him
I
under
want
the
Yeah, I
jail."
want him under the jail.
I saw that.
So
Oh,
she's doubling.
so he ain't just decoding 40.
No,
he knows what's going on.
Hold up. I
You
dabble.
know what's going on.
I dabble a
you
little
more
bit.
than dabbling because you said it came out today and you saw it today.
I saw the article. Listen,
you more than dabbling,
I
bro.
go on IG and shit pops up.
It's okay to
In
like
between-
pop culture and be
Listen,
over 40.
It's all right. It's okay.
It's all right, bro.
It's all right. I'm with you, bro. I saw it today. So she wants him under the jail. There's no gunshot residue. That's a problem.
What are we talking about?
So there's not going to be a case. Is there a case? Is it like what's going on with that? Because you can't have a case without
Don't get me here
evidence.
to lying. It seems like it's under. We just know the little facts that be coming out.
Mhm.
We're
Right.
just paying attention to everything when
Mhm.
people don't pay because we have to.
Mm.
Like since Joe Buttons came on the show with us, it's like now where you got people's ear, you have to be actual, factual, and on point. Because we used to just say, whatever what we think, so and so and so
right.
on.
Mhm.
We know it. Look it up yourself. When we
Mhm.
learn, we can't do that.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, that's the level we're at right
Yeah,
now.
so I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, here you can say whatever the fuck you
We can
want.
say whatever the fuck
We
we
make
want.
up facts sometimes.
I can't.
If you
I
went
can't-
back
listen,
and listened
I
to
can't
our
do
show
that
later,
no more.
we shouldn't even be recording anymore.
Right,
Shit that
yeah.
we used to say.
Like we have a segment called
Like-
Super Facts. Like they're not even
No
real.
facts.
and you can't tell, but I say some of the most repugnant shit on the microphone all the fucking time.
He said this shit is called super facts and they not even real.
Nah. And that started by me. Super facts. Everything. I'm a conspiracy theory nigga. I don't give a fuck. I say shit that come out my mouth.
You the Heineken of the crew. You the Heineken of the
Heineken,
crew.
we gotta talk.
That none of it
listen,
comes true.
That's
Some
the
of the shit-
conspiracy dude.
Some of the shit that has come out
let's
of
be
my
clear.
mouth.
The difference is none of his shit comes true. Though.
Yeah, none of it. Yo, for like 2 weeks, he had us convinced that there was a CIA report that said that Mr. Rogers was a sniper in Vietnam.
Facts.
I'm saying. I heard that shit
He
though.
had us convinced.
And they said,
Nah,
hold
bro.
up. And Julia
Nah.
Childs was in the CIA, son. But real talk, she was married to a dude that was in the CIA. Her husband was in the CIA.
son.
So
my
in
God.
between
Don't do
making
that.
recipes, she
Don't
was
do
trading
that,
secrets,
son.
nigga.
Yo. I only spit facts. Okay? Not super facts. I spit facts. I'm just making that known. Because y'all will chop and screw me online.
Nah.
We just want the audience to Google that before you repeat those facts.
Google all our shit.
At work.
Yeah.
Before you repeat those
No,
facts
but-
at work, Google that.
I've said some shit that has gone to editing, and I'm like, I don't know if we should put that shit out because. And they be like, put it out, and I be like, fuck it. I'm not
So it's
famous
their
yet.
fault, right?
Yeah.
So they lured you in. I got you.
If this shit goes big, one day they be like, they'll listen. You know how they go after artists 10, 15 years after they say some shit. If you look at my Twitter and half the
man,
show,
you got,
You
you
need to start
got.
deleting that
They
shit
got
now,
you.
please.
yeah, I should start deleting shit right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, delete it now.
Yeah.
Because
Let me just
otherwise we'll
destroy my
never make
Twitter.
I
any
had to
fucking money.
delete mad shit because my wife used to hate and cringe to hear me talk because it was so unfiltered and like it was disgusting. You know what I'm saying? So she would be like, I'm not even listening. So I'd be like, yo, you ain't gonna like my shit? I'm just talking like, you like my shit, repost my shit. I'm not
That's a
reposting.
negative.
Like, I'm not reposting that shit. You
Listen.
talking all crazy.
That's what they do. They are our check because my wife will say the same shit. You said that on the show? What the fuck were you thinking when you said that? I wasn't.
Exactly. I was just talking shit.
Verbal diarrhea.
I forgot that the camera was on. Heineken didn't fucking tell me,
Yes.
and he refuses to cut this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So fuck you.
Oh.
I fucked up. So, but yes, I had to,
So
work-
you're a married man,
yeah, that's my
right.
wife right there. That pretty thing right there.
and you have kids. You guys have kids?
I have a daughter. Yes.
Okay.
She's 18 now.
How
Okay.
long have you been married?
Me and my wife have been married for 2 years now. It'll be
Wow.
3 years.
Congratulations.
It'll be 3 years in October.
Yes,
Okay.
I was about to say, shout out to October weddings.
But we've been together for 10 years, 11 years now.
Okay.
All right.
That's what's up.
Since 2011.
Part of the reason why we started this podcast because we're men of a certain age. We have different responsibilities
y'all
now.
niggas got me by some years. I ain't old as these niggas. I ain't old as these niggas.
This nigga.
Yo, old ass nigga.
I ain't old as these old ass niggas.
Well, you know what? You
I'm
whippersnapper.
I'm only a guest.
You fucking
I'm
whippersnapper.
only a guest on this motherfucker.
Hold on. The show is about either you are 40 or you're going to be 40 or you used to be 40.
I'm 40.
Nigga, you in the club.
I'm not as old as these old ass niggas.
So there's 3 ways to be on this show.
Close to 40.
So you the youngest out of a lot of
or older than 40.
Hold on. So you the youngest out of a lot of the cats you fuck with.
Yeah,
Because them motherfuckers I was talking about earlier is about a year younger than me. So
Yeah, they old niggas too.
they old niggas.
I've been around
They
for a
can't-
long.
they can't
I've been
fool me
around
with the
since I
dye
was a
they beard.
kid. I've been around for a long time, but they old niggas too. But I fuck with them niggas.
Y'all some old
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Nah, it's so good. It's so good. It's good.
No, but do you think there's a difference in? There's obviously a difference, but tell me about the difference between being in your 30s and now being 40, married, child, different responsibilities.
Well, my child, me and my wife.
Wait. We got to let that fucking breathe.
What?
This dude went.
What? I gotta think. I'm trying to tell you. I think before I leave. God damn me, that's like 4 questions.
That nigga said, whoa.
I'm going to ask you this.
Wait a
1,
goddamn
2,
minute.
3, 4, go. No. From 30 to 40, I remember being in the shower when I was 30 because I was a little wilder when I was younger. And I was like, your little 5'10" ass ain't gonna keep winning all of these battles. And if you lose one of these battles, your whole mystique and shit is gonna be fucked up. So I started changing from that point. My mind took a long time to change, and not because she's here. My wife was the one that had my mind start changing. I never read books and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I never talked to people about religion and healthy shit and different things of that nature. So that started the process of changing my mind and understanding and doing different things. And it was still a long haul for us to cultivate me even thinking new. Because I thought like my father. I was a robot. You feel what I'm saying? Like my father was good to me. My mother, they're still together. I'ma follow what the hell this nigga say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I started to experience certain things within the game, and I started to see different things in life. They started to say, well, my father never saw this shit, so he can't identify with that type of thing. And I was kind of silently searching for different shit as I hit 30 and going into 40. I was looking for something else. You know what I'm saying? And I attribute a lot of that stuff to me talking to my wife about thought process and being healthy and trying to be more patient. I didn't know I wasn't patient. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that it wasn't I didn't know it was such a bad thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to do a lot of different style of soul searching, even when we fought in different things of that nature. And then, I always say this, when Heineken introduced me to this podcasting and talking on air, it brought something in my soul. I like this as much as I liked playing basketball. And basketball is my first love. And I love doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So all of those things had me becoming more appreciative and understanding that this time around in the business, I'm blessed. So my outlook totally changed. You know what I'm saying? I was always a giving and a family person, but I didn't think about the everybody else in totality. So when I turned 40, I started thinking, I would tell my wife, like, yo, I'm different. And she's younger than me. So she was like looking at me like, what the
You
fuck?
had an ace moment from pay to full. I'm different, son. I'm walking different.
I was, yo. And
I feel different, nigga.
But I'm an upfront dude.
Yeah,
so when I
yeah,
start feeling something, I'm like, let me figure out how I'm gonna start telling her about this shit.
Right.
But it was funny to her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, I'm changing.
Yeah.
That was my line. You know, I'm turning 40. I'm changing. I'm thinking different. I'm feeling different. I'm seeing things clearer. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I can say. I'm seeing things clearer.
Yeah.
As
And
a
you
40-year-old.
You have to. That's your
That's
progression.
important because that's growth, because we can't stay the same. And the older you get, you have to look at things from a different perspective. If you're lucky to have a woman in your life, or whatever you have in your life, but if you're lucky to have that woman in your life who's going to kind of pull your card, my wife does it all the time. You know what I mean? Because
did you like it? Was it something that you was used to
in the
at
beginning?
first?
Hell no.
Do you pull her card too?
We pull our cards all the time.
Yeah, but she don't like that shit, do she?
No.
She can pull your card, but you can't pull her fucking card.
Absolutely right.
Because I don't hold no bars. My wife is right there.
Absolutely
and she wants to pull.
right.
I try to get in her business, and she be like, this is my business, and I don't need you in my business. But if I'm taking a shit and smoking, she'll walk right to the bathroom and be like, let me tell you about your business, and I thought about this for you. And I think that you should go on, and you should do that. Do you have that? Hey, excuse me.
Yes.
Don DeMarco. Do you have those type of experiences too?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, cool.
We listen.
Decoding 40.
Listen, marriage is about that. All right. The thing is that I know me personally, I may not like when it's being said to me at that point, but I will go back and reflect and be like,
I do that too.
And you be like, and you hate when they're right.
Oh,
Is that a man thing? Or
That's
is that
a man thing. I think that's a man thing, and I think that's just from.
I think it's a human thing.
It's a human thing, but I think more of a man thing and where you come from. So
no,
like,
I'm just saying from a reflective standpoint.
You know women that do that?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I think as the older I get, I think women, just as men, I think it's I think it's a maturation of us.
What you gonna say? Because you about to say something.
I was gonna say that, we do evolve, but in the beginning it's a lot because you're learning each other. And it's gonna be a constant fight, but it takes time for you to kind of walk away from the situation and think about it like, yeah, she's right. Now, you may not want to admit that when you're young because, again, it's all about machismo, the energy. You got that energy.
But we also don't know. Our frontal lobe is not developed, right? That's one big thing. And I wasn't taught that. My father would be like, oh, just let her say what she gonna say, let her get it out and ignore her and go about your business.
We're all parts of that.
But as I learned, right, I needed to listen and pay attention and to digest a little more whether I agreed or not. because at that philosophy, I wasn't even paying attention.
That's what I'm saying. That
You know
we're
what I'm
all
saying?
products of that philosophy
Okay.
because all our fathers are baby boomers or a little younger than that. So they come from that. You gotta just take it and go to work and shut the fuck up. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
And everything else doesn't matter. So in order for us to kind of be in line with our feelings and how we're feeling, that takes
Feelings.
that takes
What
that
feelings?
sometimes takes another
Feeling.
woman. It takes a woman to kind of be like,
Feeling.
it's okay to feel how you feel.
Are we talking about feelings?
Nigga,
Feelings?
we're talking about all
Feelings.
feelings, anger, sadness, all that shit, because we all go through that now. We're being told that all that shit could be weak. If you show your emotions, you're weak. What the fuck you gonna do?
I'm
You
an
gonna die with a
emotional
fucking stroke?
motherfucker. I drop tears when I'm sad, nigga.
I'm glad you
And
said
I
that.
don't-
Of course,
and I'ma be
you
honest.
should.
And,
Cheers to
and it's
that.
just like everybody
Absolutely
tell
cheers
you,
to that.
nigga will drop a tear, but nigga still fuck you up though.
Absolute.
And there's that.
That just
Cheers
means
to
that's
absolutely
just me.
that.
I'm in touch with who I am as a
Right.
person. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
and maybe
I
if
don't
I
care.
cry, I won't kill you.
Yeah, yo, sometimes, because sometimes
Right.
you have to let the emotion out.
Yeah.
A
Right.
lot of niggas won't be in jail. They wouldn't have killed niggas if they would have went off and smoked a blunt and dropped the
Exactly.
tear.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And said, yo, let me just move on from
Right.
this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit,
Because
not
I'm
that
too wound up.
serious,
I'm too emotional in the moment.
Exactly. Let me bring it down 1,000. Niggas don't understand just because you don't cry don't mean you're not emotional, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When you kill a nigga over a bitch, you was an emotional nigga.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just
True that.
that's just real shit.
Right.
The nigga that's stepping off like it's not that serious.
Or if you
bro.
kill your woman.
Is that
Or
a woman,
violate her physically.
anybody over being upset about what
Right.
they're doing. Like I have a philosophy. Like it's. I say like I have not been a dude that has been like I want to kill somebody over some pussy. I don't get it. I call it. I don't get upset over dick and pussy type of shit. Like
Right.
it's not a type of thing because
Physical actions
because
and-
I have a thing of we're men, right? How many times have you had sex with a woman? And my wife was astonished when I used to talk about this and be like, "Yeah, I never even liked her. I didn't even care, my
Right.
nigga. Like as soon as you bust a nut, you like." How? What am I gonna say? Please let my phone ring so I can make up a lie to get out this motherfucker.
What? That nigga got shot? What? He's at Jamaica. I'm running away.
I'll be right there. I'll be right
Oh, God,
there.
bro.
And the nigga be on the other end like, I'm just calling to see if you want some McDonald's. This nigga with
He
a
got shot in
bitch
the
again.
face.
This nigga with a whole bitch he don't like again. Yo, nigga, why don't you get with some bitches you like? Because every time I call you, you doing that. Nigga text you like, call me at 11:30. Is that cap or no? Call me 11:30. Yo, I
man.
told you it was with Shorty. I'll be in busting nut by then. Call me 11:30. If I pick up, I'm ready to go. If I don't pick up, I like her. Facts. If I don't pick up, I like her. I'm staying.
What?
Huh?
What's
Huh?
that?
Yeah, bro. This is your call. Aye. Meek shot. Meek shot. I'm coming. Yo, boo, I'm
The
sorry.
nigga laying there like a newborn baby, God.
And then and I said that. I said, yo, Pete, dudes we really don't like these females. Like we're on the search for a female that we
Right.
like. She could be beautiful, she
Yeah.
could smell good, everything. But even if you have sex with her and you like her, it could still be like, I don't like her like that.
Right.
You know what I think
It goes back
contributes
to
to
what
that?
you said earlier about energies.
Energy.
It's energies.
You know what I think contributes to that is that we don't take time to assess what are the attributes of a woman that we really need.
We don't.
We just kind of jump into it.
No, I feel when I met my wife, I said, I like her, I love her.
Right.
I called her the next day and said, yo, I think I love you.
But was that physiological?
It was the fucking stars aligned
Yeah,
or some
exactly.
stupid shit like
Right.
that. I didn't know nothing about her at all.
Right.
Not one fucking thing.
Which is crazy because I remember telling my wife at an event, I think I love you.
Yeah,
I
it came over. Yeah, didn't it? Yo,
Right. I was drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to discredit how I felt.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
you be in touch with your
Exactly.
feelings when
the
you drunk.
alcohol
will make you emotional.
Exactly.
And it starts pouring out your pores.
Right.
And,
Exactly.
and you looked at her, you licked her face, and you said, I love you, bitch.
This dude said licked her face. I probably would have if we wasn't in the parking lot of a Hilton Inn.
It's funny. It's funny. I never knew that story about you, L, because the first time I told my wife I loved her, we were at her uncle's house. God bless. And we were getting fucked up. And we was drinking whatever the fuck he had. Brown. It was brown.
Oh, man.
And then he pulled some weed out.
Yeah, you almost got married off that brown.
So we spoke, listen, we spoke the
Niggas
weed.
that
And
got
next
a
thing I
nose
know,
off the brown.
next thing I know, I'm in the bathroom because I got sick. And I was throwing up. Elf, I think I love you. I love you, girl. And she'll tell you that story.
I know she was like, damn,
And she
that's
was
when
like,
I'm getting it.
Nigga.
I'm getting it with the throw up, my nigga.
Exactly.
Damn, you supposed to say that, my nigga.
Yo.
After she wiped you off, and then you be like, I love you.
I looked up and I was like, I love you, girl.
You pop the gum, you brush your teeth freshly, pop the gum, and like, I love you, right?
That's hilarious.
But yeah, she told me, the first time you told me you love you, you was a fucking mess. Yeah, but when you're drunk,
I meant it.
yeah,
you be in your emotion.
and we've been together now.
A drunk man tells no lies.
I got a joke for y'all. What you call me when I'm drunk? You don't remember?
She like, I don't want to say it on air.
Yeah.
It's so many things.
How my daughter used to say this shit every time I was drunk. Oh, I love everybody.
You're a happy
what I'm
drunk.
saying? Yeah, I'm a happy drunk nigga.
Yeah, nice. I love
It can
happy
turn
drunks.
though if you
Yeah,
piss
of
me
course.
off.
Really?
It can turn though. Oh yeah, what I say? There you go. When I'm drunk, I know I'm not a perfect man.
That's some wild shit. Because you remember, what's that Tank song that came out back in the days? Fuck, what was that Tank song?
It wasn't that good.
No, it was. That was the
You would
hottest shit that
remember
was
it.
out.
You would remember it.
I got a bad memory.
I deserve.
I deserve, yes.
Ah, see. I'm an aficionado of music. Don't get it fucked up.
When I Deserve came out, my wife and I lived in Atlanta. And I wasn't doing anything, but I felt like shit. We were drunk and I was listening to that song. I was like, God damn, I deserve everything I fucking get. And
Maybe I deserve, yeah.
Baby, I deserve. And
I love you, girl.
I know, it was just like that.
I love you.
But yeah, to your point that I think that when you're drunk, a drunk man tells no lies.
Yeah.
The day that I met my wife, I told her that she was going to be my wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
I told her the next day.
That's why it
But
sort of resonated.
I told everybody the night that I met her
Yeah.
after she left
Wait, where'd y'all meet?
in my driveway in New Jersey. My man, a dude that was once my man.
Oh,
He had a purpose.
He did. He
There
used to
you
live
go.
next door to me. Make a long story short, nigga used to live next door to me. He moves. She's trying to meet with him to help him get a business loan. So she don't know the new spot. So he says, yo, meet me by my old house. His old house is right next to me. We met in the driveway. We was talking in the driveway, then we go inside the house. She's only supposed to stay with me for 30 minutes. She stayed for 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, that was meant to be.
are you familiar with the? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go
Well, are
ahead.
you familiar with the concept sliding doors?
No.
I keep bringing this up because every time we have a conversation with somebody, it's always so prevalent in my mind. So sliding doors means, like, let's say you are getting on the train, but you missed the train. And when you get on the next train, it creates a new trajectory for your life.
Got you.
And so that's what that type of
Sliding
thing.
door was. I got
Right.
you.
That was a sliding door.
And it did, because after we went inside, it was so many little different things. Like, my wife is a free spirit. I am once I know people. I have a very, very small circle. She's the epitome of a free spirit. She meet people, talk to people. Right. I'd be like, why the fuck are you talking to me? I don't like talking to people.
When's
You
your
know what I'm
birthday,
saying?
man?
November 29th.
November 29th? All right, I thought you was a Scorpio.
I'm a
You
Sagittarius.
Sag. I'm November 2nd, so that's
I'm
why
a
I was like, you
Sagittarius.
sound like me. Like
I don't like talking to people. Me and my wife came a long way. I always say that. I said, Heineken, did you hear what she said? He said, what I said? she told somebody, I don't know if that's a good idea to include my husband because he don't like talking to people. I said, she loves me. Finally. I left the house. I said, oh my God, when I get home, I'm going to be loving on her. She said, this nigga don't like talking to nobody.
She told the truth.
Thank God, and kept him right off my back because my old wife would have said, babe, you should talk to people. And I'm gonna let them because these are my friends and they know that you're doing the show and you're blowing up and I want to talk. No, I don't want to talk to him. You're me.
Right.
This is you. You're fucking me. Now she says he don't really like talking to nobody. It works out so much better.
Which makes me feel even better because I don't even know if you remember this. We walked from 145th to 135th. I mean, we were just talking.
Me and you?
Yeah. And at that point, I was like, I don't understand why this man took this time to talk to me. Because I don't like people either.
If you listen to the show, you figure
I don't
that out
fucking
real
like
quick.
people.
I don't fuck with people.
This nigga don't like nobody, son.
But the fact that I gravitated towards you tells me a lot about you as a person.
I appreciate that.
And we walked and we talked, and I felt like we were friends forever. So that's why I appreciate you. I always appreciate the time that you take when we talk. We have taken time to just talk to me about business, about podcasting, and it has been an amazing insight that you have provided for me. And that's why I think you are always going to be blessed because you take the time when it's appropriate to talk to people who are trying to learn more about whatever craft that they're in that you can provide insight on.
No doubt.
It's all about energy, man.
All about black people.
No doubt.
About energy too.
Like I fuck with all races, creeds, and color, but I feel like black people don't stick together. So I try to I fuck with who fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I reached out to you and was like, yo, because he always asked me.
Exactly.
Because he was like, yo, you gonna do my show? And it just never
Fuck
went
your show, nigga.
And I'm gonna keep it really real.
People, nigga. Ask my wife. You know I don't like you niggas. God damn it. I'm about to smoke this blunt and forget about everything. Fuck you niggas. Get the fuck out of here. I say that in jest because that's me.
I feel like you got a camera in my house.
Nigga,
like I'm gonna smoke
me.
this blunt.
But see, you have to understand, that's me.
Yeah.
That's how I get down sometimes because sometimes I just want to smoke and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't ask me shit.
Like we was coming here and my wife, she's just talking to me, telling me about, yo, play the music, please. I'm like, when I'm with Heineken, I just smoke and be quiet. He knows, like, he's learned my whole vibe. Like, I won't talk to him. He'll just be waiting downstairs for me. I just get in the car. Like, being creative has changed my life. I'm a totally different person. So when I used to get mad and upset and hold on to it, that's the one thing I can say that my wife has taught me. I've done some shit and she's gotten mad and gotten over it. And I'd be like, how the fuck she got over that shit like that? So I had to learn how to move on.
Right.
And that's the power of a relationship that complements who you are.
Because it was a different thing to me because we could have smackdown, drag out fights and she'd be like, yo, I'm going to get some food. You hungry? And I'd be like, if I'm going to get some food, I'm going to ask you a fucking
Right.
I'm walking out the door and I'm slamming that bitch and I dare you to fucking call me. I'm not picking up.
Mad as hell in the Wendy's.
What?
Mad as hell in the Wendy's
Can you
parking
bring me
lot
some
with a
food
4-4, nigga.
Why the fuck would I bring you
French
some
fries
food?
in your mouth. I don't give a fuck. Give me an extra sauce, bitch. I want some barbecue sauce on my nuggets.
I'm not even going cat. I'm not even going cat.
I understand, sir.
And she would move on, and I swear to God, so far, like we almost got into it coming here, and I just said, yo, let me roll the window down, let me light my blunt, right, and chill the fuck out, because my wife doesn't normally travel with me when I'm going to work,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she isn't gonna automatically know how I do
Your process,
right?
Exactly.
But that's the growth, though, right? Because we all have a process. And we have to appreciate the process, and our partners have to appreciate the process that we go through. And that's
it's and I don't like saying this because I don't want to like jinx anything or whatever, but blowing up is a different process. It's like, now I understand because I've been always around the dudes that was blown up. These are my peers.
Right.
But when it's happening to you, people do act different. Like, I am the same nigga. Like, when people approach me, I'll be like, yo, niggas, I'm like, do you want to take a picture of me? Yeah, we'll take a picture, nigga, and post me up. Post me up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? We do know the game,
Right.
Take your picture so I can smoke my blunt. We do know the game, though, right? Like, post my shit up at me, everything. Say I'm that nigga. All that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to repost your shit like he recognized I'm that nigga. Post me.
Do it quicker. And do it quicker.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still like, I take pride in being on that type of time. Like, I'm not like, God has prepared me and took me on a roller coaster. And I had the big head and all the money. You know what I'm saying? Lost it. Bankrupt. Chill, son. Like, chill. Mild heart attack.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? In my bathroom in Jersey. Shout out to Amira Baker. Amira was there with me. Held me down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I done been through all of those type of things. I had to learn to let go. Like, I haven't spoken to my daughter in like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Over a fight with me, her, and her mom that I'm not gonna say I didn't do shit. I don't deserve what's going on. But I had to have faith in God and start praying. And all of this shit started to happen.
Facts.
And so I have faith in, you know, sometimes you let somebody go and if it was yours, they come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm doing. I had 16 and a half hard years with my kid that I poured my heart, blood, and soul into her. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's shit be going on. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned I had to keep going because I went through this with my daughter and my baby moms 2 other times. And I was sitting still in the crib, smoking, arms not moving, like losing money, miserable, making my wife miserable. She was my girl at the time, my woman, my fiance, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She was miserable. Any nigga that was around me. And I had to pick myself up and be like, yo, like,
I think as men coming from New York and just men dealing with the Black experience in America, one of the hardest things for us to do is getting on our knees and pray. For some of us,
no, I pray
especially. No, I see.
I'm an emotional nigga.
No. I'm saying that because I understand it because it was very difficult for me to give myself to a higher power because it's different. Because it's not tangible. You can't see it. You can't touch it. And because we are a part of society that needs we're visual people, when you can't touch something, so you got to do something we call faith. And that shit don't ride right. But to me, it didn't ride right for me initially until I had to learn how to understand that there's things higher than us spiritually, and you have to take faith in it. You know, when because I lost my mom's on that shit. So after that, I was mad.
I lost my grandmoms.
I was mad.
Yo,
for real.
I lost my grandmoms. My grandma, God bless the dead, was my very best friend ever.
Absolutely.
I lost her at 15 and a half years old. Part of my friends, I was like, there is no God. I don't care. Don't nobody talk to me about this.
Yeah.
I turned 17. My sister got HIV from the nigga she had married. You know what I'm saying? She lived for 19 more years, but fuck that.
Still, yeah.
I was like, yo, fuck all of this shit. And then a nigga tried to set me up and tried to kill me. October 5th, 2001. And I was a basketball player. You had read it off. You know why I didn't make it bigger? Although I was shorter, I couldn't jump. I had to jump into a fucking tackle box and jump over a 22-foot gate for a nigga that can't jump. When I survived it, I said, God saved me. And I gotta be here for something else. And I've been searching ever since 2001 for what that was. I was always in the music business throwing parties. But even with that, I wasn't fulfilled. This is what all of these years went by. And this is what it was for. Now I know my purpose. And I know because and I always bring my wife into it because she hated what I was saying. I would be like, I'm speaking for the men. Like, you don't understand. You don't understand. And we would argue and she would be like, don't do this, don't say that, because she felt like I was embarrassing her. And I swear to God, I wasn't trying. I was pouring my heart out into this shit, trying to find my way.
Right.
And it wasn't until a nigga, we was eating on the curb in Astoria, Queens, in a little ass spot, eating on the corner, and a dude car, skirt, and he shouted my name, yo, E.S O, I just watched you on TV. Keep talking that real shit. You the voice of the niggas. She was ducking and shit, but people already had started shouting me out. And she was like, that shit is crazy. And I said, she was like, I guess you are the voice of the niggas, huh? And that was the last time we had a problem.
Right.
We haven't had no problem because I guess it went off in her mind like he's not speaking, he's really speaking for a gender that does not normally have a voice and is not willing to speak because they're worried. When my man look at me, my man calls me from DC, he says, yo, you making us look married niggas look good. You fresh, you looking, you popping. People doing so you making married niggas look good. Yo, son, I saw you talking about, yo, my wife is bad. I got a pretty ass fucking wife. He said, you talking mad shit. I love it. You making us married nigga. We in style because of you. I say, yo, that's the whole point. You can be a married nigga and be cool. I wear my gold teeth. I party. I drink. I party right in the house. Drink 2-3 bottles of champagne. By myself, nigga.
That's the best party.
By myself, nigga. Turn the music on. Turn it down. Talk to this nigga. Yo, I'm drinking. I'm partying. My wife did. She be like, yo, you a party by yourself. I'm in the house chilling, doing my fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm where the vibe is at.
Yeah.
I've been around people who is supposedly superstars and they want to come where I'm at because the vibe is there, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things. Like some people used to get mad at me because I would tell my daughter, be like, you know I'm that deal, right? She'd be like, oh, you get on my nerves. Y'all niggas don't know the deal when it's in your face.
Yeah.
So I need to tell you.
Talk that talk.
So you understand. So when you walk out this motherfucker and you start seeing these other niggas and she be like, yo, my father, she got that, whether she speak to me or not. I know she's seeing what's going on. She was supposed to be my manager. My daughter was how I was going to stay out of trouble. Bitches ain't even going to come over to me if you know I'm married and my daughter is my manager.
Right.
That's the repellent right there. Get the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? It's simple mathematics. So I know she know everything. I would drop her to school and be like, yo, you know me and Heineken doing so-and-so. You know I'm going to do this shit, right? You know nobody else ever in life of where I come from is doing podcasting or fucking cares. You know I'm going to murder this shit, right? And you going to be my manager. Nobody never did that before.
Right.
That's how all my shit is. I encompass everything that I do. That's why Heineken is here. When he goes somewhere, if he comes sit down and talk to y'all, I'm going to be sitting right the fuck over there.
Yeah, we're going to have to set that
That's
up.
what's up.
That's how we do with everything. If Rico come here, me and Heineken gonna be sitting over there fucking with Rico, bringing champagne, laughing, talking. I don't need to be on camera. That's his show. When I go with my wife and niggas try to put camera, nah, this is her show. I'm her husband, nigga. I support her. She a star too. Let her do what the fuck she gonna do too. I ain't beat. If she got all the money, I'll stay the fuck home. Y'all niggas will never meet me.
2 million. 2 million is better than 1 million, right?
Y'all niggas will never know. If she has 1 million, I'm staying at home. Yo, babe, it ain't no point for all of us to be going out here to work, my nigga. Fuck is we
Getting
talking
up,
about?
making eggs and shit in the morning.
I am
What you
not
want to
that
eat?
guy. You hear me?
I feel you.
I'm not that guy.
feel you.
And she walks out this motherfucker and she tell me she got $8-10 million. Y'all niggas ain't gonna, yo, he vanished. Heineken gonna be mad as a bitch. Heineken gonna be mad as a bitch. Yo, you can't leave me. My wife got 10 million. What the fuck am I doing?
Right?
10 million and $100,000, nigga? What the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Nah.
No doubt.
Factory.
This is his last card. You know he got 3 cards.
No, I got more than 3 cards.
He shuffled through the cards.
Respectfully, I have more than 3 cards.
You got me for at least 10 more minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think. What should I go with?
You sent me 3 topics. I know we had to talk about 2 of them by now. We had to talk about 2 of them by now.
We talked about 11 of them.
Exactly. But get all the content you want to get.
The prompt was just to give you an idea where we were going.
We never go where we're supposed to go.
This show has
Neither do we.
This show has no
There are
direct
no
course.
rails. There are no.
exactly.
Neither
There is no
do
trajectory.
we.
There's nothing. It's just.
So I
show.
kind of want to go off topic right now.
And what's that?
Nothing scandalous. Nothing
I don't
scandalous.
care. Like you guys. Didn't I just say I don't care?
I know you don't, but I don't have anything scandalous. You have anything
I
scandalous?
don't have anything scandalous. No. No.
I can't even think of a question. I think I've asked.
Well,
as much
but
as I can.
you know, something that came to mind as you were talking, and you were talking about how the mic and sharing what you know has really that like this is the thing that you know that you're supposed to be doing. I think
Definitely.
that's I think that's something that
Resonating
as
with
men
y'all?
with at this age
I'm resonating like a motherfucker.
we are
right
really
now. No,
supposed
you
to be
have
sharing.
no fucking idea. Trust me.
We are supposed to be we're supposed to be sharing this knowledge.
Right.
All the things, all the trials and tribulations, the hard shit that we've gone through, we're supposed to be sharing. We're sharing it with our children, but we also need to
They ain't
share it
fucking
with the
They are.
the younger folks.
They are.
Some of them are listening,
They are.
but
Not fucking
there's
listening.
They are. yo.
there's a gap.
They
Was
are.
we listening?
No, but you know
All
what?
right then. So why
But-
you giving
but-
him more credit than you gave yourself?
Because my son is 14.
He does a good job at acting like he's listening.
He does. He
He's
does.
gifted. He's gifted.
But
I'm
at
gonna
the
see him
same
in the
ti-
streets, and I'm gonna be like, "You're doing a
Actually,
great
you know what's
job."
so funny?
Your father really thinks you're fucking listening.
Let me tell you something funny about you seeing him in the street. So I gave him the SO hat, and I told him someone might come up to you and say, "That's my hat." And I told him he's not saying that's my hat. He's saying
Run your shit. He's not saying run your shit. He's saying it's my hat because I created it. It's not a run your shit moment. So don't be scared when a nigga says run you. That's my
And he's
shit.
gonna come out with a deep voice and be like, "Yo, that's my shit."
Right. I was trying to tell him there's a difference. This dude is probably just telling you that's my
my
brand.
shit.
Yeah, right. But no, I'm saying I told my son, I said that there's certain times that I don't think you're listening to me. But then you do something and I know that you're
You're
listening,
listening
to me.
to me.
And that's the piece that I want us to appreciate, because even though in the moment he gives me the Theo Huxtable look every fucking time I'm talking to
You
him.
put a lot of love into your kids, though.
Absolutely.
But I'm gonna tell you one
But
thing.
they don't see it that way. They see it as strict
Nah.
discipline.
You
You
have
put a
an
lot of love in, like that. A blind man can see that.
Yeah.
you have an 18-year-old daughter, and my daughter is 25.
My stepdaughter's 25.
I had my daughter when I was young. And I went out with her probably about a month ago, and she sat down with me and we're out to eat. And she said to me, I said, "Well, how's mom doing?" Because I'm not with her mother. "How's your mom doing?" "Oh, mom's good." She goes, "I finally told mom that I was sorry and that she was right. And I want to thank you for a lot of the times that you were hard on me, but it kind of made me
It
who I am today."
resonated later.
Yeah. So now it took some time. Now I wasn't expecting that at 25. I was going to say about 30. She was going to say that shit to me, but she said it at 25. So
Was
while you don't
did
think
she want some money?
huh? No, she didn't want. She didn't want no money.
I just wanted to make sure she
didn't want money.
Because right was there, they be like, "Can I borrow a couple dollars?"
Well, listen, she didn't want money. She actually was going to pay for the bill, so I was proud about that.
Oh, buying dinner
Nice.
too.
She even asked me. She said, "What are you doing Monday? I'll take you out to lunch for Father's Day." The point being is that we don't think they're listening, but there's going to be a point where she'll come to you and be like,
I hope so.
"You was right,"
Yeah.
or about anything.
I hope so.
You was right.
That's the natural order.
Or dad,
That is the
I
natural
love
order.
you, and
That
I
is
know
the
you
natural
were
order.
hard, but I know what you did is because you love me, not
Right.
because you don't give a fuck. Because if you didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't say shit.
Right.
But the fact that you say what you say, and it's coming from your heart, and sometimes it don't come out right because my mouth is fucking filthy.
My shit don't
And some
always
of the
come
shit
out
that I
right.
said, my daughter will sit there with her mouth open, and I'll be like, "I'm sorry, this is who I am, but it's because I love you." And then eventually they come around, and like I was lucky. She said, "You know what? I appreciate you."
I appreciate that.
And you better hope. I mean, because it's not a hope. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it
I
will
think
happen.
It's going to happen and it's going to happen exactly at the right time when you
Right.
need to hear it.
I think the brother, what's his name? Jason Wilson?
Who's that?
He's an internet influencer. He talks about relationships between black men and their children and black children with their mothers. And he was saying something to the effect that he doesn't like being a disciplinarian. or the bad guy. But he would rather be the bad guy than the system be the disciplinarian for his children.
Absolutely.
And I think that's where we, as black men particularly, fall in, where we want to be the loving parent and we want to express all the things that is in us, but society dictates other things. And but at the same time, we don't want the system to be the supplement for us or be anything that we can't be in our children's lives that we want to be.
Because once they get involved, they can give a fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, no fucks given, you know. But
I remember that conversation with my mother, like finally admitting, like, oh shit, you were right. This whole time I was resisting, but I was still listening.
yeah.
I was still listening because it shaped everything. Her influence and my father's influence shaped everything that I am.
It can't be the
until-
fuck
and
out of
it's-
jail.
You don't realize that. You don't realize that until you actually hit, you reach maturity. And you're looking around and you're like, well, fuck, they were right the entire time.
Right.
My mom said it different to me. She says, you know what? I'm sorry for some of the ass whoopings I might have given you. And I said, I deserved every one of them because there was so much shit that you didn't catch me doing. So that shit was just like payback for all the shit that you didn't catch. So I deserved
You still
every
got off
fucking
light.
ass whooping that you gave me.
And you got older and you realize that
Yeah,
shit.
hell
Like,
yeah.
it just gets to the point that you just come to this realization that you want to do better, you want to be better, you want to feel better, you want the people around you to live better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, for me, that's what this is all about. And that's why I say, like, I'm to keep it real, like, when he bought this to me, my wife was making tons of money at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was at home, like, chilling, making my regular residuals, like, okay, like, I could do this shit, live at home, chill. And when he introduced me to it, she was just like, yo, I'm just glad that you found something that you like doing.
That's
Fuck
dope.
it, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And she said, if your money starts coming in slower, I'll hold you down. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, we had different periods in life because we're both business. We own our own business. So when her business closed down, she had like a 4-year lull of whatever she was gonna do and lived off the money she had. I worked. God blessed us. I was fucking getting money for it. To this day, I'll be like, yo, babe, like, how the fuck was I getting all of that money doing the same shit?
Look at God.
When my money slowed down, money slowed down, her shit picked up.
Yeah.
Wild, crazy, even better than my shit.
Right.
That we were eating out dinners at Houston's every fucking day. Like, my nigga, every fucking day we was going to Houston's and rocking off. Like,
Mr. E.S O, your table is ready, sir. Your table is ready, sir.
Not no, I'm gonna get a salad and we not drinking no, bitch. 5 martinis with ribeye. Yo, babe, we taking some shit home. Get whatever you want. Taking some shit home. Little Randy, you ever been there before? This is where we eat every night. We eat at Houston's every night, my
We got
nigga.
a table up in here.
Yeah, and this shit is nothing for us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And the whole time I'm podcasting,
Yeah.
getting myself together. And then one day I came to her and I said, yo, you know I could blow up doing this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And then a couple weeks ago, I said, what you gonna do? Have you thought about the fact that we're about to do all these deals and shit? Like, what are you gonna do? You ain't gonna be like working all of this shit no more, because if you are, like, nigga, I'm traveling. I'm going to do what I gotta do. Like, people just try to book me in Paris right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, am I gonna bring you? Am I gonna bring security? Clues like, you better take some fucking security because people know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't just walking the street, go out the back door. It's time for you to move. We trying to move right now, because he's like, go out the back door. When I walk down the street, yo, I love the podcast. I love it. Like, and don't be me and him be together. They spot us from long range. You know what I'm saying? So shit is just shit different right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've been on both ends of making money, not making money, learning partnership. Me not making the money and her doing that brought us close. Because she always would say, it ain't shit that you're fucking doing that I wouldn't do, but I didn't have a chance to see. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck ever. I'm doing the shit now.
Right.
Dude, you ain't gonna tell me about how many motherfuckers gonna tell us if I had it, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. You don't got it. I got it, and I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
But then when she got it, I'm just saying, when she got it,
Yeah.
everything she said she was gonna do, and that was out of respect. Me and my father talk about, like, I honestly think that that's what brought my father so closer to it, because he'd be like, I don't know no woman that's giving like your wife.
That's a blessing.
That's dope.
Like, she's a giving nigga. Like to the point I'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
You can't give everybody, my nigga.
Right.
Just chill with that. You know what I'm saying?
What's that
Like,
Alchemist song, Hold You Down?
yeah, but
Hold
she's
you
a
down.
giving person. So, and I'm a giving person,
I was about to say, yeah.
but it's different.
No, it ain't different.
No, her giving.
It's different from you.
No, yeah, because I'm the more of the within my circle. I'll call
Right.
him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How can I help you? But
Right,
I'm not
right.
She'll
giving
be
you any
somebody
money.
outside and give him, you like my shirt? All right, I'm gonna go buy one and take it.
Wow.
And it'll be a fucking $800 shirt. Like, take it. I want it. She's that type of person. And now I'll give my $800 shirt to him.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just anybody.
Why don't you
Him.
hold this Old Navy, Mr. Homeless?
Oh yeah.
Homeless man, come with me to Old Navy, nigga. Get whatever you want, nigga. 2 for 22.
I ain't too big to admit it. You already know. You good. You gonna be good in that.
But I'm going to say this just so it's on record. You two compliment one another.
Uh-huh.
And
She looks better than me. I always tell her that.
That's true.
You're better looking.
I'm
We
gonna,
used to argue. I'm like, you don't look better than me. Get the fuck out of here. I'm that nigga. I came to my senses.
I'll agree with you just for the record. No, but seriously, I think you two complimented one another. I watched the way that you guys move in private and in public, and it is always on point.
Appreciate
And
that.
that's a beautiful thing. I respect everything that you guys are doing. I love how you all move, particularly in public circles. And I continue blessings on both of you. And
Thank you.
I think we need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Dakota 40. It's been great.
Yeah.
In case that y'all don't know, I had to wait till I turned 40 to come up with this motherfucker. I didn't want people thinking I was
39
40.
and a half. We let him on the show early.
I didn't want people thinking or knowing I was 40, but the cat is out the bag. Y'all niggas know I'm 40, so yo, listen, I got it tight. All right? But I just want to thank Dakota 40. Like, it was a great, fun show. Like, I'm not gonna say that. I have fun on a show. Like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
But I was comfortable here from Jump Street.
I appreciate that.
As soon as I sat
Appreciate
down on the couch, I
Yeah.
felt comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
We
And
really
I appreciate that.
you
And I
being
don't be
here.
around like other black men that are
Right.
doing positive things
Mhm.
all the time as well.
We
So-
try.
So being in these circles right now, meeting a lot of black positive dudes that are doing things like, yo, I really rock with that. Like, this new journey that I'm on has been like, has been and is fulfilling.
Mm.
And I wish y'all the best. I hope that y'all podcast gets to the level of where we're going
Mm.
and surpasses. Maybe y'all will be the next dudes that'll be bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's great because there's room for everybody to do everything that they doing. That's why I have no problem coming on here. Everybody be like, oh, you getting wild hits on YouTube, you going viral. Well, maybe I'll go viral for y'all niggas.
Mm.
And y'all can take the followers.
Yeah, we're
and
gonna
y'all
take
y'all
that.
money.
I'm going
Yes,
to actually use that clip and fucking keep using it.
We
Go
appreciate that,
viral.
man.
No,
We
no
appreciate
doubt.
that because it's when you're creative, you put your heart and soul into something, and sometimes you got to be patient. It's hard though. It's hard, but we love doing it, man. Like I said, it started out of just nothing, and now here we are, almost 150 episodes in.
Yeah. I actually hit him. I said, y'all see y'all shit growing, your graphics getting better.
Yeah.
I don't comment on a lot of shit, but when it come across like certain people that are engaged with me come up on my feed.
Yeah.
And that's the important part about engagement. It makes you come up. So when I see it, I'll be like, oh, all right. Then I start seeing it again. I'm like, oh, all right. Oh, they changed the view.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. And then I hit
What
them.
these niggas doing?
Yeah. But the
and-
t-shirt you gave me, I don't wear it. It's too big. You gave me like a large.
I know.
I wear a medium.
Which pisses me the fuck off because you told me you wear medium. I'm like, how the fuck you wear medium and I wear large? That shit pissed me the fuck off. I'm gonna be real honest with you. When you text me back, I was like, I told my wife, like, this nigga Randy said he wears a medium. And she looked at me like, why you getting so upset? Cause this nigga's taller than me. Shit pissed me off. But no, seriously though, bro, you are the first to like some shit and repost some shit. That shit is dope to me, man. Because particularly where you are, and you're a beast on the fucking media and the marketing shit. So yeah, man. I want to say also publicly, Heineken, since you're here, we want you on the show next. Are you agreeing to that? Okay, thank you.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's on camera.
I just want to get that on camera.
He's agreeing to. He's just too cool.
Hold on. He's like, he's not on camera because he was like, "Where's the camera extended? I'm not fucking with these niggas." He said, "I'll say it, but I'm not.
And
it's
we
not on
will
camera."
not edit you because we don't give a fuck about any of that until we.
There's no.
But we don't edit.
There's
we
no
don't
censoring
edit.
here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Only thing we
You
censor
heard some of the shit that we
is-
said. Trust me.
So I'll be back decoding 40 because when he
Yeah.
comes back, y'all not gonna see me, but I'm gonna be right where in the chair where he's at.
He's gonna be popping the bottle.
Yeah, the only thing we censor is like names of our personal family and friends. Okay, yeah. All right, cool.
Oh, y'all gonna go viral when he step into the
Oh,
den.
then that's
trust
all
me.
good. That's all good.
Yes.
You know what? I think it's.
Oh.
The way he has it. That was just a design. I think that L came up with.
Yeah, it's
'cause
we
it was
call
like-
it a matter of perspective.
Yeah, matter of perspective. Because I'll say this: the thought that I had was that
She deep. Yeah,
I know,
that's
she
why I
did.
married you.
the
You
thought
deep.
that I had was that a lot of times people think that once you hit 40, you're over the age and you can't really relate. But as a matter of fact, you have different perspectives you're 3 decades in on this planet. And the things that you've experienced, particularly growing up in New York, I have had guns pulled out on me. I've had razors pulled out on me, but still I've figured out a way to try to love my family and love my sons in a way that they don't feel jaded by the things that I've experienced.
No doubt.
Because Brooklyn 11201 and 11205.
Are you from BK?
Yes,
I
Fort
had to get
Greene.
from BK all
Farragut.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, you from around Fort Greene?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I know. Okay.
So
The old Fort Greene.
the old Fort Greene, not
not
the
the new
coffee
not the
shop
new Fort
in
Greene. Right.
not the coffee shop and snickerdoodles.
So
Not the diet
Fort
Fort
Greene.
Greene.
Right. So all of that has jaded me. And then when I talk to my oldest son particularly, he looks at me like he doesn't understand what I'm talking about. Because his world doesn't treat him the way it treated us.
Yo, is that good? No, let me not say that. I used to think that was bad, but I think it's good.
I think it's good too.
Because
You're
when
right.
I met and I know we wrapping up, but when I met my wife, I felt like that she lived in a world that everything was possible, and I'd be like, Ray, that's not reality, Ray.
Right.
I'm mad I brought her out of that reality. That reality was her bubble, and I misunderstood
Absolutely.
what was going on because not that she doesn't excel now, but her mood, her whole light, her whole thing was different when
Right.
she believed in that bubble.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But that bubble is promise and purpose
exactly,
and possibility.
and they don't see the world the
Exactly.
same the same way. And I say that because she's resilient to be able to now to balance it, but somebody else I could have ruined them.
Right. Right.
Real shit.
No doubt.
With that reality, because that wasn't her reality.
No
that
doubt.
was mine.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
freedom
That was
the
my-
freedom to dream and to think all about all the possibilities, right?
Yeah.
Without limitations. Like we probably think, oh, you can't do that because this is gonna stop you and that's gonna stop you.
Right.
But you have that freedom to think like
Yeah. And I
anything
believe
is
it.
possible.
I believe
and then
in
it
that
can
bubble.
be.
I definitely believe.
I actually have to
in
go to
that
the bathroom.
bubble.
Can we pause?
But yo, no, we good.
No, just close it out. Don't worry about me.
He's holding it for a while.
You know, before I came here, I had a little Metamucil. So I got the shits. So excuse me for a second while I go to the bathroom real quick. I'm sorry, it's running through my bladder. Too much of that Uncle Nearest.
Although while his bladder's fucking up, I had a great time with y'all.
No doubt, no
We
doubt.
appreciate you
I'm sure
coming on the
Heineken
show.
will be here next time. I'll
Yes,
come and
yes.
see y'all again. And then we'll, you know what I'm
This
saying?
is awesome.
Appreciate you for coming, man. Thanks. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting all you guys. Just tell the cats I said what's up, man. You see, Shout out to the Tornado Gang.
Shout out to the Tornado
Clayton.
Gang.
I know him as Clayton. I know him by his government.
Shout out Cassius Clay. Shout out Don DeMarco.
Yes.
Shout out 3 Stacks.
Yes.
Shout out T Dizzle. Shout out Southside Jamaica,
Yes,
Queens. Please
yes.
believe it. Shout out Harlem because they had a big part in cultivating the man that I am, no cap. And I appreciate my family, my mother, my father. Shout out my daughter, and most importantly, my wife and my man Heineken. Decoding 40, it's been lit. I'll see y'all next time.
Thanks for coming, yo.
Thank you for listening to Decoding 40.
Tune in this and every Friday via your favorite platform for a new episode of Decoding 40.
Go to www.decoding40.com. Make sure you sign up so you can keep following us.
But don't keep it to yourself. Spread the word.
Thank you for listening to Decoding 40, goddammit.